Good morning, welcome to Supercars of London. Welcome to my Bavarian-inspired hotel room. That is because I'm in Bavaria. I've driven up from Monaco after challenge number 2 because I've been invited to drive a pretty unique car. The McLaren Sport Series is actually my favourite series that McLaren currently do, which is a little bit weird because it's at the bottom of the pile. However, to me, they're the most fun to drive. When I was looking to replace the AMG GTS, I really considered a McLaren 570s, shoving an exhaust system on, tuning the engine, and trying to eke out even more potential that car has to offer. Luckily, there is a company in Germany that have done exactly that, and they've invited me to drive it. Well, we are definitely out of the city. I've found some awesome roads. This car started life as a Verdi Mantis McLaren 570s. Then Race Chip got their hands on it, and we've got a beautiful set of HRE wheels. We've got the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tyres, which should be super sticky on a beautiful day like this. It has got an Akrapovic exhaust, and together it is a very good package. But Race Chip took it one further. For the last 15 years, they've been developing ECU tunes and very secret and special technologies that basically tune cars like this. This car has got 676 brake horsepower and 800 Newton meters of torque. 676 brake horsepower is more than the 675 LT. There's the aircon coming on as if like it's sensing how hot it is. Jesus! It's quite nice to be back in the McLaren Sport Series. I haven't driven one for quite some time. Obviously I've spent a little bit of time in Sam's McLaren 540C, but the 570s just, I mean, with 600, I can't even get my head around that figure in this car. Every time I went to a McLaren drive, I asked, what's the maximum you can get out of this engine, that engine, this engine, that engine? Because essentially it's only until the McLaren 720s that they've changed the engine. The engine that sits in this is fundamentally the same engine that sits in the McLaren P1, albeit with some different components, fancy bits and stuff in the P1 with the hybrid system. But I always asked, how much power can you get out of a 570s? Because in my head I was like, if I ever owned one, I would just want to do something as stupid as this to it, for no real reason, because you can't use all of the power on the road in the UK. But somewhere out here, well, of course you've got the Autobahn, which we're going to hit in a little bit to see how quickly this car actually is in a straight line speed. But on these roads as well, you are capable of getting some pretty good performance out of these cars. I don't think you can buy a car that is as exotic looking as this, that gives you that supercar feeling, that has the doors that go up like this, that is as fast as this, and an all-round package. I don't think you can get any better than this for the 160 grand that you'll spend on a McLaren 570s. It's just, cars are getting too fast. And then that's it, the tarmac's gone. There's the sign, white circle, 3 or 4 black diagonal lines. I'm going to record, I think, is 355 kilometers an hour, which I have no idea what that is in miles an hour, but it sounds ridiculously quick. Let's just put it back into auto, calm down a little bit, and try and summarise what an amazing machine this car is. I've always liked the Sport Series, right from the first time I watched it go up the hill. We heard that exhaust and we were like, it sounds different to all other McLarens, that's only a good thing. And now, what Race Chip have done to this car is just phenomenal. I knew that there was potential in that engine, as I assume a lot of people do, but Race Chip have made the biggest jump. I don't think I've seen or heard of a McLaren 570s with this much brake horsepower just from an ECU tune and exhaust system. Yes, you can turbo upgrade this thing and make it 800, 900 brake horsepower, but just from a simple ECU tune, I've never seen a McLaren 570s with more brake horsepower than this. When I got the email from the guys, it was like, do you want to come and drive our 670 odd brake horsepower McLaren 570? I was like, yeah, of course. So it has been an absolute pleasure to swing via Munich on this incredible Goodwood Festival speed road trip. It's a shame that I'm not with Sam for this, because I would love to see his reaction to going in this car and driving this car compared to his McLaren 540C. But now I need some food, I need some drink, I need to re-energise myself and continue on the road to Goodwood Festival speed. Comment below, if you had a McLaren, would you tune the hell out of it and shove an exhaust system on, or would you leave it stock how McLaren intended it to come out of the factory? I know exactly what I would do. Everything needs an exhaust system. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, guys.